Hey, welcome back to the Gadget Spot.
Hey guys!
Oh yeah,
I am
Hey,
surprised by this intro. I wasn't ready.
I did it.
It was
win.
it was fast.
I surprised you.
I was
What?
what?
Hello,
All
James.
right.
Hi, James.
Hi.
Sexist.
Let's introduce.
No!
Let's introduce the panel of this train wreck in progress. This is the Gadget Spot where we talk about tech gadgets and video games. Owen, introduce yourself.
Hey, my name's Owen. Follow me on Twitter @TechNoan. Yeah, moving right over to Jarron.
How does one spell that?
@TechNoan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
Is there
thought
is there
I
a
was
K
on-
in there?
You're saying
No.
it with a Utah accent, dude.
oh, sorry. Let me un-Utah accent this. Is that better?
Let
Okay.
me
It's all right.
Utah.
So I thought technology and Owen, and so I did TechNoan, and then I realized that was probably more of a reference towards music, and so it's
Well,
Hashtag take knowant.
yeah.
The die has-
TechNowen.
the die
TechNoan.
has been cast.
I do like techno, so it kind of worked. And I just kept it. And I've got a really strange, weird picture because of the one James took of me lurking in the bathroom.
Oh, that's a good one.
Anyway,
It is the most appropriate to your personality.
I
you
might-
have to admit that.
I might change it now that I've got a new camera to take a better selfie with.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we are.
And Jarron has a soft close toilet seat in the back. So
With a bidet.
right.
Day.
Jarron, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jarron. You can find me on Twitter @Jarron, Jarron. That's how it's spelled, because I can spell things unlike TechNoan. And that's it for me.
Uncalled for.
All right, James.
What's up?
Introduce yourself.
I'm James. You can find me on Twitter @JDDJensen. JDD is for ADD. You can also catch me right here on the Gadget Spot podcast.
Like right now.
Like currently.
You are catching him.
No, here's the thing. Whenever I listen
like
to a
it.
podcast, I love it when they're like, yeah, you can listen to me here, Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher. It's like,
we're on
dude,
all
where
those.
does anybody ever switch iPod apps?
No.
Stupid question. I just did.
Yeah.
I just switched from Stitcher to Apple's podcast app.
And said iPod, so there was that.
That's mean and accurate. You know who's not mean but is always accurate is our host. His name is Tony.
You really don't think I'm mean?
I was hoping to not be tonight.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
All right, we'll see how that goes.
Here we go.
Check me out on Twitter @QuadTTony or right here or on the Geek Show podcast every week.
I've been listening to you again, Tony.
Oh, thanks.
You still is Joke Assassin.
I try to.
What happened
put
over
in the
there,
funny
though?
bone.
Jay's gone now, too.
Yeah, he moved to Boston.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
he did, yeah.
Is that a big comedy scene over there?
It is actually a lot better for his career and stuff like that.
Is it also an acting thing over there, too?
I don't know about that, but his fiancée,
Uh-huh.
her family lives in Boston, too.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's better for her career. I mean, it's just kind of better in general
So what's the
for
deal
everything
with
they're
the...
working toward.
What's the deal with the logo? Are you guys... Because I saw you guys
No, he's
just
still- he's-
redesigned it.
Yeah, he's still part of the podcast. We're trying to get things set up so
From
that,
Boston?
so that he can call in on a regular basis with getting it through the board and everything.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
That's good to know. He
we'll
just
see if-
hasn't been on lately.
Yeah, we haven't. Carrie hasn't been able to get that thing working on the board.
Speaking of which, I want to come up for Broken News sometime.
Well, talk to Carrie.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the Gadget Spot, though, in case you were still wondering.
Oh.
not
Still
Geek
here.
Show.
Still here.
But
That's why I felt
And
lost.
you're Tony.
and I'm Tony. I think I already did all this.
Oh, okay.
What was
All right.
what was your Twitter handle, just in case?
@QuadTTony.
You know where else you can find our Twitter handles is on our website,
Webpage.
gadgetspot.net.
Nice.
Way to go, James.
I didn't do anything.
Good job.
It was mainly the internet.
Do we have emails?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Well, let's do Patreon first.
Yeah, okay. Patreon is a chance for you guys to donate to our show if you like us. It's like a digital tip jar. And if you donate $6 or more, we read your name out loud, starting
Yes.
now. Thank you, AJ Jasper, David Roshinsky, and Aaron Young.
You guys the best.
Yes.
Keep going.
Was that it?
No.
I was going to say we are severely down.
I
Haven't put out a lot.
I entered a dramatic pause for effect.
Tony, you're going to have to shave that pause down just
Your
a bit
No, it
poker
was perfect.
face,
to a normal pause.
your poker face that you just said that to me was chilling.
Yeah. Thank you to
Yeah.
Dick Dick Messerly, Josh Sidaway,
Woo!
and beat Link's Awakening on the Switch. Really enjoyed it.
Hey,
I'd
nice.
like to play that
Who-
someday.
One of these days I will as
Do,
well.
do you guys want to borrow mine?
Yeah, down the road for sure.
I'll borrow it now. Thank you.
I need to beat it.
Oh, then why did you offer?
Well, I just wanted to know, or else I was going to sell it.
Thank you to Hardware, Adam Hecht, Ryan Baker, Aaron Faulkner. I beat all the good games. Adam Foote, Spencer Knowlton. Borderlands 3, well worth the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Pixel. I wonder if that's a good O or a bad
I
O.
don't know. That's a good question.
All O's are good.
Okay.
No, it's OH though. Oh.
Wait,
Pixel.
wouldn't it be?
Okay, maybe not then.
Oh.
Yeah, they all work for me.
Oh.
Could be. Oh, Pixel. Like, you messed up.
Oh,
Or
oh,
like, oh, Pixel.
Oh.
Yep.
Michael Beck, Jeffrey Kale, Roger Allen, Austin Beauregard, Conrad Southworth.
All right. Thank you
you,
so
guys.
much, Patreon backers.
I did it early.
And we got
It's a common problem with you.
Yes.
we got some email action.
We do.
How many emails do we have?
We got two.
So we'll do one now.
We
and
just
one
barely
next
got
week?
one. We just barely got one come in like moments ago.
We barely got one.
We
come
barely
in.
got. Sorry,
Do
let
you
me
hear
unmute
the
that.
Utah accent from here?
I'm sorry.
Here we
We-
go.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Here we
That's
go.
Better.
What? Let's have Owen read it. Cause
No, that's not
Yeah,
good.
yeah. No, he got good.
I have them pulled up.
Oh, okay.
Got an email from
Wait, are we going to do both today?
As if you
Or-
couldn't-
Michael.
As
Or
if
we
you
can-
couldn't just easily pass over your iPad to him.
They're short and sweet emails with simple questions.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah,
we do it
let's
now.
do
No,
it.
no, no,
both.
no.
We'll do
I,
both
I want to
today.
read one. I want to read one.
All
because
right.
they're short and simple.
No, you shut
Okay.
up. Okay,
All right.
got an email from Michael. We are updating our TV this year to 4K.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering which TVs you would recommend and player to go with. Trying to keep it under $2,000. Thanks, Mike.
Oh, that's a
Wait,
way
wait.
good budget.
Who's Mike? Oh, thanks, Mike.
Thanks, comma, Mike is
Yeah.
what he meant. But
That
we
was-
got it. We got it.
Does
That
that
was
still
terrible.
disqualify me from reading? What he does, does that still disqualify me?
No,
Yeah.
you're in. You get to read the next one for
neat.
sure.
Thank you, James.
So
We coordinated on this
Uh,
earlier.
well played.
Yeah.
Can I
Uh,
give okay?
well,
before
first
we
of
go
all,
into the
let's-
pro reviews,
Yeah, let's talk about first of all, $2,000 for a TV is a great budget. I
Yeah.
mean, you can buy
it's a little overkill.
Question
Yeah,
number one, though. What
he
size
wants
do you want?
Size exactly.
He wants a TV
65.
and a player though. So
Well,
okay,
hold on.
so let's get the player out of the way first. Right now, there really are only two options if you ask me. If you're going to do streaming AV, I mean, you can get a Blu-ray player if you want, but it's just kind of 4K Blu-ray players aren't that expensive.
Well, it depends on
or
the
you could just get
ecosystem.
like a Xbox One X or something like that. But
Hold on, let's do some math.
only two good streaming options if you ask me. Well, three. You have the Roku HD is the
4K.
Roku 4K.
Ultra HD.
That's the one. Roku Ultra, Apple TV 4K,
Which I suggest.
or the new Android or NVIDIA Shield. Excuse me.
Yeah, except Android TV has languished as a platform.
Yeah,
I
so
wouldn't recommend
I
that.
don't think I'd recommend that one either.
So Roku Ultra or the Apple TV, I think
How much
are
is a
great
Roku
choices.
Ultra?
They're cheaper than the Apple TV for sure. So the primo one's the Apple TV. You can find those on sale on occasion
For about $100.
yeah. But if you want a 65-inch TV, you can get an LG OLED 65-inch for under $2,000.
Yeah, you can
Pretty
usually
easy.
find those on sale for $1,600.
16 to
roughly.
$1,800 usually.
And I'm going to suggest getting them from Costco. I don't know where you
Oh,
guys shop.
heck yeah.
Get it from Costco. Hold on to that receipt.
Yep.
If it breaks down within 3 years, which just happened to my mom, she was a month away from 3 years, and they replaced the TV for her brand new.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
not the same model though, right? They give you the
They gave her an upgrade.
yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest buying TVs and any expensive electronic. Actually, if you can get it from Costco, do it.
And here's the thing: you can't just think of the streaming device and the TV. You also think, are you going to mount it? So then, a good mount's going to run you anywhere between $50 to $100, give or take a little bit.
Yeah, you could probably find them on the cheaper side.
Well, you want a quality one that swivels.
You
You also got to think you need a power strip
I disagree.
and some 3M because you're going to stick that power strip to the back. And then you're going to plug it in, so there's no cords hanging down the wall except for one. So you're going to need some.
When you say swivels, do you mean
I need it to
up and
pull
down?
out and swivel around,
Wow, that's a really articulated arm.
No, I
don't-
disagree with that.
I don't think you need that.
or
Um,
at least the tilt.
Yeah,
so you're
tilt,
still talking
sure. Tilt.
$50.
I think we need to go back. Is your TV in a bright room or is it in a dark room? If it's in a dark room, definitely go OLED. If it's in a bright room, you don't necessarily need OLED.
Yeah.
If it's in a bright room, I would probably go P Series Quantum.
Yep.
That Vizio
How much
makes.
is that?
You can get the 65-inch for like $1,200.
That's the one I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And is it? Can I get a confirmation on that? I'm doing numbers here.
Yeah, if you go to
Yeah.
Costco.com,
Get
it's
out
on there
your
for like $1,200.
laptop.
The other one that would be a good fit too is the Sony. What is it? X900. Is Is that the one I'm thinking of, Jarron?
X900F.
Yeah, X900F.
Their new one is the X950G, I believe. It's their newer model. The X900F is still a good TV. That was last year's model.
Is the 950G better in like appreciably?
Not really. So
the 850G pulled up.
the 900F is still a great TV, and you can find it for really cheap. I think the P Series Quantum is probably still a better TV. But what the 900F does for you, though, you can go all the way up to 85 inches, which the P Series Quantum you cannot do.
And
Okay, so-
specifically on the Vizio, the P Series Quantum X is the one you want.
Yep. And if you're going the P Series Quantum, you can actually get up to 75 inches, and you can find it on sale for around $1,600, especially over Black Friday.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
coming up. So if you want bang for your buck, get Vizio P Series Quantum for 75 inches. If you want high quality dark performance, dark room performance, go for a 65-inch OLED from LG.
And then if you're a big fan of someone like Samsung or whatever, they put out a really good TV too. But they have so many different model numbers that it's hard to tell what you're getting.
I wouldn't go Samsung unless you go for their most expensive model, which has full array local dimming.
Yeah. Well, they have two of their lines. Their two highest end lines do local full
Under
array
2K
local.
though? Like we still at the budget here?
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting close with you're getting the
You're getting close with the Samsung
Yeah.
stuff. So you'd have to shop around, but the point that Jarron is making, and I agree with, is you definitely want to try to get full array local dimming in whatever
Yeah.
you get, unless you go OLED.
And Vizio's really great in that they support Dolby Vision, which Samsung does not. They support HDR10, and they're rolling out support for HDR10 Plus.
That's awesome.
So I would go Vizio or LG.
Don't forget to get the cable covers from Walmart. $30. They're amazing unless you want to cut into your wall.
I don't know what
So James is really trying to get the whole project cost.
Yeah, I want to
here.
get the whole project.
Yeah, that's not what he asked for, though.
No. Okay, so you're going to want to get the cable covers. Don't forget the 3M tape so you can tape everything in the back of your TV so you've got one wire coming down your wall.
Yeah, you said that
Or
already.
I think he said
cut
that.
into your wall and go get some glow sticks and then run them down your wall.
Well, thanks, Mike.
Anyway,
Appreciate the email.
Well done, Mike.
we have another one, right?
Good email.
Well done, Mike. Well done. Yeah,
James, we
got one more.
appreciate your input.
Whatever.
The answer is yes. And if you want James to help you set it up, just reach out. He's got a whole bunch of great ideas for cable management.
Yeah.
Dude, not going to lie, if you live in Utah Valley, message me. I'll come over and help. I don't care.
Don't care.
Okay, this next one here.
I thought I was going to read it.
James was going to read
No,
it.
I was gonna read
Owen's doing it.
Fine.
Oh, all right.
This
Well,
one's from David Price.
He has a hard name to pronounce, so you
No,
can
it's-
read it.
the price is right for
I'll let you
David.
read it.
Man. Here's the subject. I need stealth games for Switch.
Ugh.
He says my favorite games are stealth/rogue related, or
Oh. That's
rogue
gonna be-
related,
that's
or I
gonna be
play them
tough.
in my own stealth mode. Oh, so if he doesn't have a game in stealth mode,
Yeah.
he plays it in his own stealth mode.
Okay.
Does that
Awesome.
mean from under the blankets
Who,
or
know,
something?
who knows?
He plays in a dark corner where no one can see him.
I play with my hood
Stealth
No
up
one
on
can
my
see
jacket.
me.
mode. Stealth mode activated.
Some of the best examples are Assassin's Creed, Dishonored,
Sure.
Tomb Raider, Sniper Elite, Batman: Arkham Asylum, and City. Once I got the Shadow Gear in Breath of the Wild, I spent most of the time sneaking around. What stealth/rogue games would you recommend for the Switch?
Oh, easy. Untitled Goose Game. Like, that's a total, like, sneaky game.
Yeah, that's a sneaky game for sure.
And some of those he listed are actually on Switch, like Assassin's Creed
you
and
can-
Sniper Elite.
You can get, well, I thought I read the Sniper Elite on Switch was garbage.
I can imagine.
I could be
that,
wrong. You'll
the
have to look
graphics
that
aren't
up.
as good.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed supposedly runs pretty decent on Switch.
I thought Sniper Elite, the DF video, I thought they said it was all right.
Did they say it was good?
That's what I remember.
I might be thinking of something else.
Could be wrong.
But other than those two, though, I'm trying to think. And you said you already played Zelda Breath of the Wild. So what does that leave as far as stealthy style games? Because all the ones I'm thinking of, he rambled off that aren't on Switch. You got like Dishonored, Prey, others.
Keep talking. Keep going. Here we go. Okay, I got a little list.
Different Assassin's Creed.
Apparently, a Google search has told me Mark of the Ninja, Origami, Shadow, Play Hard, Sniper Elite 3, Alien Isolation, Untitled Goose Game.
So we're now just doing what he could do himself.
Never stops. Hey, he was the one that asked the question. Never stops sneaking. That has to be a
Is
sneaky
that a
game,
sneak
right?
game?
Serial Cleaner, The Swindle, Hello Neighbor,
Yeah, these are all kind of indie games. There's no like,
Deadbolt.
there's really no AAA level games that are sneaky on the Switch besides
Yeah, that genre
Zelda.
hasn't been very well represented yet.
Yeah.
You gotta love Dishonored though. Dishonored, you spend the entire game killing people.
Oh, man, Dishonored
just to
1
prove
and
that
2.
you didn't kill that person.
Yeah, Dishonored 1 and 2 and Death of the Outsider, fantastic games. Super, super good. But yeah, that's definitely an underrepresented genre on Switch. So wish I had better news for you. Sorry, man. Is that it?
I think so. Do we have
All right.
anything? Did we get anything on Facebook?
Nope.
All right. I thought we got a.
Wow, you just had to call that out loud, huh?
We just checked.
Didn't get anything on Facebook.
Hold on.
Nope.
I think we did.
All right.
Yeah, we got one. We got one Wednesday.
Nope.
Nope, we
Way to
didn't.
go, Jarron.
We sure didn't. Oh yeah, we got one today, and it says, "Hi, can you give me your address in Fur House?"
Fur House?
That was today.
Is that like a taxidermy tweet?
I don't know, but I don't have an address in Fur House, and unless any of you have moved there,
I don't know.
Is that-
Skyrim. You could play
Oh
stealth
yeah,
in that.
you're right. You that was a good one we overlooked. Skyrim definitely has decent stealth mechanics.
And it runs well. I have it.
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
good job, Jarron.
It's a good game.
Good one. Good one.
What class do you play as?
The magic one?
Wizard?
Really?
Sorcerer?
What? There's more than one magic class?
Druid?
I don't remember.
The class kind of conforms to your playstyle.
I played for a few hours, but that was a long time ago.
All right, let's roll into some cool topics.
Starting off
we
very
go.
strong. Are you
Here we
sure you
go.
don't want a sip or two?
No, I'm good. I just had a yawn escape. All right, let's we can continue.
I have a quick question about games before we get into
I was
it.
going to say we could.
Did you ever
continue
play
some
Shadow
game
of the
talk.
Colossus?
Yeah, I didn't like it very much.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that a stealth game? Would you consider that stealth?
No,
I don't think so.
Not really.
Really? I still remember getting GameStop's magazine and
It's slow,
really.
slow paced. Yeah,
Oh, are you gonna pick up Red Dead 2 for the computer?
probably.
I like how you just like
No.
hate screw that game.
I will not because it doesn't run. You can't run Ultra at 4K on the 2080 Ti. So I'm gonna have to wait till the next generation of
So
GPUs come out until I buy that game.
The 3080 Ti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'm going to just talk about this because you're not going to hear it in next week's podcast, but you're going to hear it the week after. This month's Thrifty 50, I chose to get the Pokemon Sword
Yeah.
from Pokemon Sword and Shield. What's with the uproar of people getting all pissed that there's only 400 Pokemon in this game?
Are there more than 400?
Yo, yeah. There's a
Oh.
ton.
Well, I think that would be why people are pissed.
That is like, but there's 400.
Yeah, but there's not all of them. How you can? The whole tagline is "Got to catch them all."
Well, got to catch them all in that game.
And no, that's not what it said. It says "Got to catch them all."
Really? That's why they're mad?
I would assume so.
Ah, fair enough. What are these two guys doing over here?
I don't know. As a casual Pokemon player,
Sorry.
I'm completely fine with
What was
400 Pokemon.
What was the last Pokemon game that you played?
Ruby Ultra or whatever?
Was that the remake of Red?
Yeah. No, it was the remake of Ruby.
Oh, see, I never played. I
It was on
played.
the 3DS.
See, this is a huge jump for me. And by the way, if we have any listeners that have any input, please go to gadgetspot.net and write into us and chime in. But like, I haven't played since the second generation, and like, okay, so first generation, I got all of them memorized. I know what they do. I know their names. I know their evolutions. Everything, right? Second game, I play it and I don't beat it, but like I had a pretty good time with it. I played it on a road trip that we did all over Utah, and
But
was
you,
it- I had a
you
good
beat
time.
it on that road trip?
no, I didn't beat it.
Oh, okay.
I got pretty freaking far, but it just got to that point of like I just want to set it down, but I set it down and never came back.
Mm-hmm.
So now since then, I think it's been like 3, 4, 5 iterations of that game. Give or take a little bit.
I've been playing. I have not been playing, but I did play black and white or white Pokemon White. Was that a color? Silver. Maybe it was silver.
I think there was a black and white one.
Yeah, I don't know. My kid had it on the DS,
What'd you
and we
think?
really got into it.
Yeah.
I was never into the genre, and I freaking loved it.
Really?
More,
Well, I mean,
more
it's a
than
fun
my
game.
kid. More than my kid, I would like go into his room at night and take the DS
What?
and then play it, and then return it, and he'd be like, "My Pokemon are
They're so much stronger.
they're so much stronger," and I'd be like, "Oh,
Wow.
good job, good
It's
job."
usually the kids that are sneaking into the parents' bedroom
Yep,
and
no,
taking something.
And yep, I'm just a giant child.
Yeah, see, Ruby Omega, I think is what it's called on the 3DS. That's the only one I've ever played. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun.
I haven't touched a single Pokemon game in my life.
Ever? Well, now's the time.
Except Pokemon Go, technically.
Yeah, that's.
Do you remember when Pokemon Go came out and it was like a big communal thing?
was
Like all of us
huge.
went outside.
Huge.
Are you still playing that?
No, because for some reason the game won't launch on my phone right now.
What?
I got OS update a week ago.
And it pooped it out?
Thanks, Samsung.
Right.
And now Pokemon Go won't launch. Not only will it not launch, but I tried the uninstall and reinstall, and it still won't launch.
Well,
And I've
Toast.
reset not reset to factory, but I've like
Clear the data and-
hard reset the phone as well.
Just for Pokemon Go?
No, not
Oh,
like
okay.
factory.
Oh, you powered
reset,
it
but-
off.
No, the one where you hold the button down and it does a hard reset.
Yeah, okay.
Not where you gracefully shut it
Right,
down.
right, yeah.
But yeah. I tried that. I've tried uninstall, reinstall, nothing.
did you see a big update drop for Tesla today too?
I don't have one of those.
They're doing the
Yeah.
new
Neither do I.
one pedal driving now, where it's
Oh.
you take your foot off and it
Yeah.
starts to come to a stop. You put it on, it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a golf cart?
Like a go-kart.
Or
I don't- I've
no,
never driven a golf cart.
Nissan was the one that kind of put this first in their cars. I
Why would
believe.
you do that?
Or
To,
was-
to avoid having to switch pedals? Is that the draw behind that? That's the idea?
No.
Well, it's hard to remember which one does what.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
draw of it is it uses more engine brake, like more electric motor brake to slow your car down, so you get better regenerative.
If it automatically slows down
right.
every time you take your foot off the gas, because that would be super frustrating.
Yeah,
I think it's
but-
just
like-
like anything else. You get used to.
yeah,
it.
you just
Like
get
you-
used to it.
Like you
I
take
had
your
a-
foot
I-
off the gas and you immediately like.
Well, I had
I don't know how fast it slows it down, but
I mean, I guess you'd always
but
have to use cruise
at
control.
At this point, what it does is you get the regenerative braking increase, as well as you almost have no wear on your brake pads. So
yeah.
I'm sure it's an option.
yeah, there's no way they would push it out as the
Yeah.
only way to drive.
But my coworker that showed me the update today, he just got back from Google this last week from a training that they did.
Did he summon his car to himself?
Well, he did that a while ago, but he got to take a tour of the Tesla factory because he's a Tesla owner.
Oh, that's cool.
And he said when he went there that it is insane. It's like watching CGI in real life. Like
Like watching
apparently,
the arms move and everything?
well, he's like they're so big, and they move so close to each other because they're so fine tuned.
Yeah.
He's like it's insane. Like he's like if you think we have any chance against robots,
No,
you
no
are
way.
wrong.
And Elon Musk is terrified of robots, of AI. Sorry, he loves robots.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like their brains.
I think he said if you've ever driven down past St. George, there's a
It's
big.
like James and women.
I was just thinking that.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh.
No, what'd you say?
I said he loves robots, just not their brains. And then they turned it into the women joke.
I'm not sexist. You know what? I was gonna tell you a fun square foot tangent,
I
but
was
I'm not telling you.
I
anymore.
wanted it.
No.
You made me retell.
No.
You made me explain the joke. I just wanted
No.
to move on, and you were
No.
like, "What'd you say?" And I
I'm
had
not
to.
telling you the joke.
All right, so let's talk about some video games. Some video games. EA is coming back to Steam.
I never thought this would happen.
Neither did I.
This is crazy.
This is great news, if you ask me.
It's all right.
Yeah,
It's
so they're starting out with Jedi Fallen Order coming up, which is coming out this Friday.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that game. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. And then they're going to release their back catalog over time. But
into Steam.
Yeah.
Into Steam.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to get that.
I hope that the games that I have on EA Origin will be able to transfer to
Hold-
Steam.
I
Oh,
sure
yeah.
hope
Can you
so.
Because then I
imagine?
can just get
One
rid of
less
EA
launcher-
Origin.
one less launcher,
Well,
right?
here's the thing. I don't mind having a lot of launchers. It's just the EA Origin in particular is
It's
poopy.
bad.
It's garbage.
Here's
I
the
only
thing.
have one game, Plants vs Zombies, and I hate it.
Games download at like a tenth the rate as
Yeah.
any other launcher.
And it's not the internet, it's their servers.
Yeah.
Here's the
throttling
thing.
it.
Something me and you can bond over really quick. You ready for this? Can you imagine Jedi Academy with their Steam Workshop?
I don't know what that is.
For player-made mods.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, James. High five.
No, no.
It's gone.
Can I
Oh,
boop
it's
you?
over.
Can I boop you on the nose?
Move. It's over. Get out of here.
I don't know. Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry.
No.
All right. Also, now this is a game that I forgot his name already. That wrote in about the stealth games. Mike,
Mike.
was it Mike?
Mike.
It was
No.
Mike.
No. Mike was the first one. Remember, because
Oh, yeah.
Jarron said thanks, Mike.
Yeah, it was
David.
Mike.
David.
David Price.
David Price.
Hey.
David's my middle name.
Outer Worlds is coming to Switch, and I believe you
Get
can play
out,
that
for
game
real?
stealthy. Yeah. Well, they announced that a long time ago. That it was
I
coming
did
to
not know
Switch,
that.
But
When's it coming to Switch?
Yeah,
do they
this
have
is the story.
Do they have a date?
Oh, awesome. Neat.
Yeah, during the 2020 fiscal year.
Oh, so not a date.
They say early 2020. But
Okay.
yeah, you can totally play stealthy in that game because they have a stealth indicator and you can sneak up on people. and
Yeah.
You have to upgrade your character quite a bit to make it worthwhile. But yeah.
I sure hope
okay.
they don't say anything stupid against Hong Kong so I don't have to cancel.
Nah, that's
Put it on the
Blizzard. This is Obsidian.
Yeah. Is it Blizzard or is it more
Activision.
Activision?
It's a good question.
They're like, we will
We're-
cancel.
I
We will.
think-
China's like, we will cancel StarCraft 2 competitions
If you
if
let
you
them
let
speak
them
out.
speak out.
Yeah. So here's
And
the thing.
Blizzard went,
Did-
we will not let
Well,
them speak out.
All
Blizzard-
their buttholes just. Whoop.
Blizzard has been a part of Activision for so long that I don't think there's a whole lot of distinction anymore. Honestly, I think that line's getting kind of fuzzy.
I heard somebody once describe 'em that Blizzard has just been this neighbor that and this is the first time that you see their corporate
Yeah.
side where they make you wear a collared T-shirt in
Well, it's-
meetings that don't matter.
I don't know if it's the first time, but it's one of the first times because I think maybe the first one I can remember off the top of my head easily was the tone deaf mobile Diablo game last year.
Is that actually coming out?
phones?
Is that actually coming out?
Oh yeah, they're still making it for sure
Why did they announce it a year in advance?
because they were stupid.
It's a mobile game. You don't-
Everyone was hoping for Diablo 4 news, and they announced Diablo Mobile when they should have just saved both for this year's BlizzCon. And people would have been like, sweet, I get Diablo 4. Oh, I can have Diablo on the go too? Heck yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, that would have been a better approach.
Yeah, they just announced it a year too early because it's not out yet. It's not like they've gained any traction in this last year for it.
Going back to Outer Worlds, though, it's exciting that they're releasing it on Switch. However, I am kind of worried about how it's going to perform because it doesn't perform the best. It's not bad, but
Yeah.
it's a heavy game, and they're going to either
Who's doing the conversion?
You just totally derailed this
What,
thought.
while he's looking that up, what kind of game is Outer? I've heard it compared
It's
to
like
Fallout.
New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas.
So is
It's
it
the same dev
Is it
company.
online at
No.
all?
No.
No.
Oh, neat.
So it uses the Unreal 4 engine, which can scale good if the right developer handles it on Switch.
Yeah, it doesn't really say.
No.
But yeah, so it'd be hopeful, but don't pre-order it by any means.
Oh,
I'm gonna say this. There's still parts of Link's Awakening that are extra jittery, even when it's docked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that one was a. I think that one does that one use Unreal Engine
I
as
don't
well.
know. It's a heavy game though.
But
It's so good looking.
It's very detailed.
Yeah. The more I'm playing it, the more I get used to that tilt shift. So my original beef was just with the tilt shift. By the way, it's a fantastic game. It super holds up.
Nice.
But my main issue is still just I'm getting used to it, but I'm still not used to the tilt shift.
Okay.
Still gets a little annoying.
All
Makes
right,
me feel
we-
like I'm cross-eyed.
We got. We might.
Oh, and I did the Apple Arcade. Did I tell you about that?
All right.
That's
Huh?
it.
So you did. You mentioned it last time, but have you actually used it this time?
Dude, that's all I do.
What?
This is Apple Arcade right there.
Oh, you're using it right now,
Yeah, right now. It's playing passively in the background.
but you're not even playing anything.
No, I'm a soccer manager
Oh,
I'll manage a soccer team.
manager. Okay.
or football.
Oh, okay.
Why did you say it like that?
Because I don't. What's the game?
I'm a
You're not
manage-
playing. You're
I
not doing
manage a
anything on
soccer
it. You're
team.
just looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fun game. I want to try that because if all I have to do is look at it to be playing it, then that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's perfect.
passive playing. That's what I need.
All right.
All right. So I think you should try some more games out. And
I
let us know how
give
they
it
are.
2 out of stars.
How many stars?
You know.
5?
What?
10?
Yeah.
20.
So
Great.
20%.
2.
You should maybe pick a couple games each week,
Well, that's the
try
thing.
them out, and then let us know how those games are.
Oh, okay. So far, my 2 suggestions is Mini Motorways, which
Okay.
I think I might have suggested that before.
No, this is the first I've heard.
Mini Motorways, Teeny Sasquatch, and Sociable Soccer.
It's called Sociable Soccer.
That's what it says.
Huh.
It's because
Are you
if
sure it
you
doesn't
had
say Socialist Soccer?
no, if you had controllers and I
Sounds
had
fun.
controllers,
Now
we could
that would
we
be a
could
good time.
we could be playing soccer right now. But you tripping, dog?
You can actually take control of the game.
Yeah, if
And
we had
play?
controllers, yes.
Oh, okay. It sounds a little bit better now.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Interesting.
All right. Speaking of Owen, big news.
I got my new phone.
Oh, snap.
And guess what? I mean, how long have I been talking about getting the Pixel for?
About 6 months.
A long time.
Yeah.
For me, that's a long time. Like longer than 2 days is like super long for me. I didn't get it.
You didn't get the Pixel 4?
Didn't get the Pixel 4.
You talked about it forever, though.
Couldn't do it.
Was that a choice that you made, or was
I
that thrust
made-
upon you?
No, I made that choice. I was fully committed to pay the price.
He thrusts his own decisions.
What do you mean you pay the price? So how
Like
does it work?
I was fully prepared to pay more for my
'Cause
phone.
The
Do you-
Pixel XL starts at 1,000.
Yeah, and I wanted the bigger. So I have the Pixel XL original OG model,
Yep.
and
32 gig.
32 gig, and
Does this have
space-
expandable memory?
no.
Oh.
So I was even going to get the larger build out, the more memory or the more storage in the Pixel.
128.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was gonna be substantially bigger for me, but I couldn't do it after everything. After everything happened, like after all the reviews, after all the hype, and then finally it came out, and it kind of didn't.
People have been kind of dumping
It
on
kind
it.
of didn't impress me at first. I was kind of like, "Am I just being?"
It's not a bad phone.
No, yeah.
Give me the actual versus factual.
It seems like
What were they saying, and what was it like?
everything I've seen basically says the phone, like Jarron said, isn't bad, but it's definitely not. You're paying way too much for what you're
For
getting.
that flagship price,
Yeah.
you're not getting the same specs as like the Note 10 Plus, right? Or the Samsung
true.
Galaxy.
And,
Like,
and they made no strides in battery life, which are
yeah.
a lot of manufacturers, even Apple, after
Apple
all.
made huge
and
strides this year.
that was leading up until launch day. Then the 90 hertz refresh rate bugs come out about how it only runs sometimes
at 90.
at 90,
They
and
give them to the battery.
and then there's a fix now for that, and then some of the stuff with the way that the battery lasts beyond that, even without the 90 hertz stuff. And anyway, just battery life is like super important to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The screen refresh rate 90 hertz was kind of one of the things I was like, hey, that would be pretty sweet.
Let's talk about a little bit about the fact that you can only get 6 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
The bigger storage option doesn't give you more RAM.
No, it doesn't really upgrade that
And 128 gig is the biggest
Yeah.
you can get.
storage size.
32
That's weak.
or 128. And there's nothing above that. And the 128 is what, $1,200?
Yeah. Yep.
Or is it 1150?
It's after tax. It's
Yeah.
about 1,200.
So you're talking about a phone that you're paying $1,100 or $1,200 for that only has 6 gigs of RAM on Android.
Yep.
Only up to 128 gig, not expandable with a micro SD card. So you cannot add
Yep.
more storage to this.
I mean, you're getting a fantastic camera,
you are getting
Right.
a great camera,
and you're getting Google's UI,
right?
which also that's probably the one thing I regret about not getting the Pixel 4. What is not having the UI, the advanced assistant that they shrunk down and finally run locally.
Yeah.
And so I started shopping around, and I kind of settled on one that I heard about.
No, you don't settle. You never settle.
I never settle.
that sounds
Whoa.
familiar.
I never settle. Well, I went with I landed on the OnePlus
One?
7T Pro.
Ooh.
Yep.
It is a nice.
The big bad.
I
of the
mean-
big
Nice
bad.
phone.
I'm loving the screen so far. I mean, we opened it here.
Let me see it. I wanna see
We
this.
opened this here about maybe
Half an hour ago.
half an hour ago. And I'm just kind of running through some of the stuff, but the specs on it have been pretty, like, so 256 storage already, 8 gigs of RAM.
How much did you pay?
I thought it had more than 8 gigs.
No, they call that the McLaren.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But 8 gigs is plenty of RAMs.
I mean,
for
I'm coming from
Android.
the Pixel XL that had, I think, 4.
Yeah.
So
doubling up your RAM,
doubling up my RAM,
quadrupling
my storage.
storage.
Yep.
No, 8 times.
Yeah.
it.
Going
With
way up.
expansion capabilities.
Yep. It
Has micro SD card
Yep.
expansion.
Yes, and dual SIM. I mean, a bunch of stuff that that the other flagships have. But
and the screen to body ratios is
there's no
obscene.
there's no punch out camera hole. There's no chin
The
notch.
camera comes out the top.
It's got the
That's
mechanical. So the mechanical camera. Do the switch camera on there, and you'll see the little notch pop up. But it comes with the 855 processor, which is something I wanted.
855 plus.
Yeah,
855 plus.
Yeah. So I was pretty impressed with the specs, and then on top of all of that, I looked at the price, and the price was $650.
So almost half the price.
Yeah.
For a better CPU, more RAM,
More
more
battery.
storage,
No issues
more
with
battery,
no issues with 90 hertz of
always
refresh
90
rate.
hertz.
So, and then I looked. So after that, I kind of started looking at the things. I'm like, well, it's a better phone as far as the parts go, as from what I think. I mean, minus the camera. The camera, right? It's not.
The
It's not
screen
as
is good looking.
The screen is really good.
This is so smooth.
But
Holy cow.
but then I started looking at the Oxygen OS versus the kind of the bare bones Android experience.
Android vanilla.
Yeah, and they're pretty close. I haven't, like I said, I've only had it for about 30 minutes, but in all the reviews, people were like, Oxygen OS is pretty close to the base.
Android vanilla.
as close as you're going to get, and they get updates. They get their security updates pretty quickly.
It's usually within 30 days they
Yeah.
have their updates.
My one-
even on the new OS releases, they're usually within 30 days.
And now I'm kicking this to you guys because I just shelved my paranoia because I'm paranoid. But it's a Chinese company.
Is that why?
Yeah, I'm paranoid, and so I shelved it. I didn't want to like let that get in my way.
Just
bottled
don't think
that
about
up.
it.
Bottled it up.
and pushed it
And
away.
I wanted to
Super healthy way of
I wanted-
attacking it.
I wanted the thing I wanted, and the paranoia was stopping the thing from coming to me, and so I bottled him up and I put him in a box.
Nice.
So it's a Chinese company, right? OnePlus.
It is, yes.
What are your thoughts on Chinese phone companies in that way?
So
Spyware, treachery.
I'm gonna say that at this point, I would trust OnePlus.
Yeah?
They have a very good reputation, and they don't use, from what I'm aware of, they don't use any of the parts from the hardware manufacturers that have been known to have any sort of spying, such
Huawei.
as Huawei, exactly. This uses Qualcomm CPU,
Yeah.
modem, all that's Qualcomm, which is a US based company, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
And it uses Samsung memory, and the screen is Samsung.
Yep.
Not that that really matters.
So kind of the shortcomings, no wireless charging.
and
sad.
That is a personal preference.
Yeah. I
actually,
kind of want to
if
try
you
it out.
ask me.
I've never had it.
So I've had 3 phones with wireless charging, and let me tell you, after the novelty wears off, if you ask me,
Do you spend more time trying to figure out
I
how to get it
do.
on the mat?
once things move to USB-C,
It was
reversible,
right.
It's easier to plug the cable in than
Yeah.
it is.
I couldn't disagree more. I love wireless charging. Ever since I had the Palm Pre, I've just been in love with wireless charging.
It's too much of a hassle to get it
No,
straight.
it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah,
No,
On the iPhone, with my eyes closed, I just hover over the wireless charger. It'll vibrate when it detects. The iPhone will vibrate when it starts charging. So I just drop it when it vibrates.
Yeah, or I can just reach over and plug it in and not have to hover or close my eyes.
So
as you do.
no, they.
Assuming you have one of those wire anchors, which I don't like the look of.
I wonder
That
if
keeps the wire on the
this goes
table.
back to what I said: personal preference.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I've never had it, so I don't know what I'm missing. But I kind of wanted to try it out, so I'm a little bummed about that. The other thing is it doesn't have an official IPX rating, and I don't know if that. I wonder if that can be the lower cost can be attributed to not having to have that rating.
well, that's what OnePlus has said. They came out and said, we don't have the rating because the certification process is too expensive.
And they were already jumping up the price of this phone. So OnePlus has always been known for their cheap phones, like
Right.
cheap flagship like esque phones, right?
Yeah.
And so this is actually a jump up almost by $200 over their other ones. And some of the more hardcore OnePlus fans are like, I can't believe this. They're becoming this corporate machine just like the other ones. You know, this is supposed to be a cheap solution.
No, this is quality.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is when you compare that phone to any other phone with that sort of specs or
Yeah.
screen or anything like that, you're paying half the price.
Yeah, exactly. And I
Half.
think, and so without the IPX rating, I did go watch the Jerry Rig Everything teardown.
Yep.
And it shows that they did waterproof it. They just didn't go pay for the rating.
Exactly.
So
OnePlus has said that their phone is water resistant,
Yeah.
just like the other phones. They just didn't want to pay for the certification.
Yeah. And then the other.
And at this point, we don't have any reason to doubt that.
Yeah. And the last thing with in regards to charging, it's got a pretty decent sized battery in the 7 Plus or the 7T Pro, but it also comes with their warp charging technology, which will give you basically a full charge or close to in about 30 minutes.
And that's I would take that, like I said again, personal preference. I would take that quick charge over
Yeah.
wireless any day of the week.
Or you could have a phone that has both.
Oh,
Yeah. I guess that's my question. How much more technology would they have? Like,
Yeah.
what would it have done to put the wireless charging in there? And I wish they would have just done it, but
But my phone does have both, Jarron, and I like quick charge better
Oh, he's got
over
you.
the cable.
You tell him, Jarron.
The
get him.
pop-up camera is pretty smooth. It doesn't make any grinding or like
Yeah.
you don't feel it click to release. It's got the accelerometer, so it knows when it's been dropped. We were testing that out.
Yeah, it will retract itself faster
Yeah.
than the length of time it takes for the phone to fall.
I mean, it fell a foot. I was
So-
dropping it from hand to hand about a foot's distance, and it was closed by the time pops up a message, fall detected. We've
Yep.
closed your cam. Would you like to resume? You hit resume, pops right back up.
So here's the thing. As somebody who's never switched from iPhone since I had one, I don't know. I've had it since the 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hop on there, and it's just interesting seeing the different layouts of apps. I don't know where I am. It's like being in a strip mall after exclusively living in a mall. You know, I'm
right.
confused.
Right. Moving into a new neighborhood. And you're
Apps
like,
look
"Oh, I don't know where-"
similar, but not the same.
Right.
So
I don't know how to feel.
I would say that there's a learning curve. Probably take you a week or two.
How often have you? Are you panphonial?
I like to think that I am, but I'm in a situation right now where I have access to pretty frequent upgrades to Samsung devices.
Oh, okay.
And so, but if I was not in that situation, I would probably go with a new iPhone.
Interesting.
And if I had to buy it myself, though, I would do exactly what Owen did. That is the phone I would buy right there.
Really?
Yep, 100%.
Okay. So again, what was the phone?
This is the OnePlus 7T Pro.
Yep.
And awesome.
And
I'm enjoying this. I like it.
yeah,
Are you willing to say what network you were on?
I'm on AT&T.
How do you like the?
I haven't tested it yet. I
Yeah,
haven't put my SIM card in yet.
He
So
hasn't got that far.
we're on wireless, just pulling
So-
down apps and messing with
so
stuff.
This is
could
basically
completely hate it.
this
Yeah.
is a not a pre-review, but a what do you call it?
Kind of an unboxing
a little
preview
bit.
here.
Yeah,
Like we
exactly.
just barely busted it out and we're playing with it. It's got a hard slider for silent mode on the side.
which I think is awesome.
Oh
Which-
yeah, they cribbed that from Apple, and
They-
so should everyone else.
They
And then
really did.
and then Apple got rid of it.
No, they still have it.
Oh, they still have it.
Yeah, so
they took
it's
it
the
off.
one.
They
It's
took
the
it off
one thing on my.
iPad.
It's
Right.
the one thing on my wife's iPhone that I'm like, that would be nice
You
if
got
I could
it
just.
now.
And now I have it.
And Apple cribbed it from Palm.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No headphone
So-
jack. That kind of sucks. I've got to go get myself a USB-C
Yeah.
headphone jack adapter.
Unfortunately, that's basically all flagships now.
Yeah,
Even Samsung, after making fun of Apple for 2 years,
They did
And
it.
even Google, after making fun of Apple on their first
they,
Pixel
knew-
launch.
they
Yeah.
bailed on it.
and I knew they would, and I hate Apple even more for that. I hate's a strong word.
Motorola started
I'm
it.
mad
so,
at Apple.
So you should hate Motorola.
No.
Yeah, but nobody follows Motorola
Who's
anymore.
Motorola?
Exactly.
You know?
Didn't Apple originally have the contract with Motorola?
Aren't they just one of the heads hanging off the back of Apple?
No, Motorola used to be owned by Google,
Oh,
and then Google sold them to a Chinese manufacturer.
oh well.
So that's who owns them
Lenovo.
now. Does Lenovo still own them?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, and Lenovo is owned by a Chinese manufacturer.
But for $650, so they're normally $699. Went through Slick deals. They're offering a promo right now. It's not like a Slick deal, like promo code or anything. You just go to their site
and it's on there.
and it's on there for $50 off. No tax, which was nice. It was a straight
wow.
$649.
Free shipping.
out the gate. Free shipping comes with a screen protector built in, and they shipped with this cool
Well, you say built-in, you just mean pre-applied.
pre-applied. Sorry, pre-applied.
Which is a big deal because,
Oh, yeah.
like, if there's a hair or a piece of dust under my screen protector,
Drives me
I
nuts.
freak out.
And then it came with a case for free. So it's clear.
And-
it's clear. I bought one with a kickstand that I'm going to try out, but this one it comes with a clear case, and they also discount if you're buying it if you're buying your phone from them, they give you 20% off or something off a case from them that's got
nice.
so they've got one that's got a nylon back, and then one that's got a carbon back. They're still pretty expensive. They were like $30 for the case.
Let me see the box.
It's over there.
Oh, darn.
Hey, you know what?
Because I was Jarron. grab the box, would you?
While he's
Nah.
grabbing the box, if you want to get 20% off of BioBidet, no, 10%.
10% off.
10%.
Of BioBidet, go to biobidet.com
And
/gadgets.
the code stacks. So with Black Friday sales coming up, that's a good time to use our code.
Clean your Black Friday.
If you do want a Pixel phone, Black Friday, that's the thing I was going to drive at after this. So I was going to wait anyway.
Yeah.
So Black Friday, maybe if you really love the Pixel phone though, maybe you can get it because I guess Black Friday is going to have $400 off on the Pixel
On
line.
the new one?
They're already discounting it
Gosh.
for Black Friday down to off $400.
I'd
with-
be pissed if I just bought one.
yeah, right.
That's what Google did last year. They did the exact same thing with the Pixel 3.
So this is the other thing I want to point out in your OnePlus.
It's big.
Look at that power adapter.
Yeah, the warp charger.
It is a big boy,
Not
Yep.
very portable.
but it
Hold
does.
on, let me see that guy.
I'm trying to see it. The thing is that this battery charger or this warp charger is rated for. Where is it at here?
So while you're looking that up, my friend Justin, who has been a Pixel fanboy for the longest time because of the great cameras, even he's abandoning the Pixel. He's hoping to get his wife an iPhone 11.
An iPhone 11, really?
Yeah.
I can't. Gosh, I don't know exactly. The information on here isn't what I was looking for.
I'm going through
but
the brochures and I'm not seeing stickers.
The point is, this charger is extra fast.
Yeah, they
And-
call it that warp. They call it warp charging.
I think it's a 30. They call it. It's like a 30 watt or something like that.
Oh, it
Yeah.
does have stickers. Look
Anyway,
at
the point is, that's
you
just it. That's just included.
This is for you.
You don't have to pay extra to buy an accessory that's a faster charge.
Yeah.
30 watts.
30 watts. And what's the one that comes with the iPhone?
18.
18 watts.
But my question is,
What's the one
does
that comes with the Note 10? 18 watt.
does your
They're-
phone do a smart charging though?
They give you everything in this in this box. You got case, screen protector, super fast charger, and the phone, all for 600.
and it says never settle. And the other thing, okay, so when I was reviewing the phone, one of the things that OnePlus markets is their speed, their operating system speed, their snappiness between the screens. The 90 hertz refresh rate on the screen really helps with that, but also like their fingerprint reader. I was looking at benchmarks and tests, and it's super fast, like super responsive on the fingerprint reader for being an in-screen fingerprint reader. Because my Pixel, I'm used to it. It's really fast, but the fingerprint reader is on the back, dedicated button, not under the screen.
Right.
And so I was kind of trepidatious about getting something that's under the screen.
Good
I was
word.
like, it's going to be slower, less responsive.
Right.
But
it's not.
it's not. It's been great. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been loving it, and for the price,
You cannot beat that.
I can't beat the price. The shipping was super quick, and it was.
And we're not even sponsored by
I know.
OnePlus.
We're
I'm-
gushing
was
about
gonna say,
them, but
so
was
far
the
I'm really
longest phone review I think we've ever
so
done.
So far, I'm really really impressed. And this isn't even the review. This is just our
This
pre-drool.
that wasn't
no.
neat.
So in 2 weeks, you'll give us the
For
the
sure.
full review,
And it's going to be twice as long as this.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole.
And guess how I
episode.
paid for this? Guess.
how did-
No.
Guess.
Sadness.
Guess how?
Please
Jaron-
don't talk about cryptocurrency.
Oh, thanks, Jarron.
This is
Yeah.
going way too
So-
long as
Nope,
it is.
nope.
Thank you, Jarron.
Nope.
Thank you, Jarron. I
Nope.
used
Nope.
Ethereum for this.
You gave me
Mm-hmm.
5
Boom.
times in 2019 that I can annul something that you're about to say.
I did never do that.
I'm gonna enact that.
I never did
That's number 3.
Well,
That
if you-
Witness, you did.
Yep.
If you look
Oh.
at his notes, he didn't actually have anything about cryptocurrency.
I did
it's
not.
out.
So
This
I
was-
think that's all he wanted
Yeah.
to
Can't
say.
talk
That's
about
all.
anything that's on the notes.
That was it.
He just wanted to say that cryptocurrency paid for.
Thanks,
his phone.
cryptocurrency. That's it.
Well done. Okay, well I'm
Triggered.
excited.
9 months of mining gone.
Worth it. I'm excited in 2 weeks to hear what you think of the phone. All right. So in other news, unrelated, we have some Netflix news. Most important thing ever: The Witcher will debut on December 20th.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh man, did you guys watch the
watched
the
any
newest
trailers.
trailer?
No
it
trailers.
looks awesome.
Don't you
looks
mean
so
the
good.
nudist trailer? Because it doesn't got his shirt out.
There's a scene with him in the bathtub.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what Tony's talking about.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
his arms are like bowling balls.
Yeah, freaking pythons, man.
I do love Henry Cavill.
He's so cool.
If there is a reason to have Netflix exist after Disney Plus comes out, this is it.
That's about it. That's kind of a PSA for Witcher because I'm way too big.
What
of
was
a
the
fan
date
of
one more time?
December 20th.
Man, if there just in enough time for you and your mother to finally bond over Christmas.
Yay! All right. in other news, we have the Mavic Mini was announced.
Yep.
Oh.
This
I
is
almost
about to
bought it to review for the show. I was this
I'm actually
close.
surprised you haven't bought it while we've been talking about
Well,
it.
I
in the last
remember what
10
happened to
seconds.
the first drone that I brought over on the first
It
episode.
didn't work so good for you.
So the Mavic Mini, could you have bought this on sale for Singles Day? Have you guys heard about Singles Day?
Yeah,
Alibaba, AliExpress.
I
Is
don't
it?
know if they had that on sale.
I saw the Mavic and I thought, oh, I didn't know. I didn't look to see if it was the Mini, but I'd never heard about Singles Day.
The Mini's brand spanking new.
Oh.
It was just announced like a week ago or a week and a half ago.
It's gorgeous.
It is so gorgeous.
It's basically a miniaturized Mavic.
Yeah, it's like a Mavic Pro, but it fits in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
It
It's
I mean, not your
It's a
hands.
roundish the size of a.
I will kill you.
It's
Normal-
a roundish the size of a Mavic Spark, but it actually holds up when the wind is blowing, and it folds up.
Exactly.
So have reviews actually said that it actually holds up in the
Yep.
wind? Oh,
I've seen reviews on it, and it is awesome. Also, you might want to get it sooner than later because it looks like DJI is about to go the way of Huawei, as in like restricted from America. I've heard a lot of rumors about that lately.
I have not heard anything
no.
about that.
I heard that a lot of trade stuff's going to be easing up soon.
Well, here's the thing too: is my network guy
are you
flagged my
just-
computer.
Are you just trying to start these rumors?
No. My network guy flagged my computer because apparently you can download software on DJI.com that helps you like get to know like the controller. And
Sure.
It's basically you hook your controller to your computer and then you can practice flying
Makes
before
a
you
video.
actually fly.
It's like a video game for
Yeah.
you to test out. Simulator.
They flagged me because that software has a Trojan in it. So from DJI. So yeah.
So the specs really quick. It has a maximum range of 2.5 miles for the controller to get video back. 30 minutes of flight time. 2.7K video, so that's 1440p.
Nice.
Not 4K, which is kind of disappointing.
It's a
Wait for Mini 2.
Yeah.
If you want that, I'll bet it's a
Yeah.
Mini
so in
2.
3 weeks from now.
So 1440p at 30 FPS. But it looks so well built. It's tiny. It folds up. It tugs at my heartstrings.
It's perfect if you like
Looks
to go
pretty-
hiking
it
and
looks
you can
pretty
take
great.
it with you.
Like if you thought the other Mavics were easy to take around in your backpack and stuff, this is
Dude,
it puts these ones to shame.
I have the Mavic 2 with the Hasselblad lens, with the HDR 4K. It's gorgeous when it shoots. But here's the thing. If I could just get a little bit smaller,
Well, yeah,
I can take it with me through the airport.
Oh, nice.
And that's what's important.
You won't have the camera.
That's what's
though.
airportant.
Nice.
Oh boy. So it's so small that you don't have to register it with the FAA.
Right.
too.
It's isn't that limit 250 grams?
Yep.
And it's 249 grams. That's awesome.
You can definitely.
That sounds like it's on purpose, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you
for
can
sure.
definitely tell what they were targeting.
Yeah, that looks pretty great.
Millennials.
If it goes on sale for Black Friday, I don't think I could resist.
But that's the thing is it's already priced so competitively. Like, what's the buy it now price for you?
Well, for me, I can't buy something unless I can get it on sale, unless it's hot, you know?
You sound like Jerry's dad.
Yeah, exactly. And
Is
that's
this hot?
even
He
if
bought
it's
this for
even if it's cheap,
$50.
I have to still try to find a discount for it, or
Bought
else
this for $50. He said it was hot.
Who's Jerry?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, I haven't seen any of that.
He gives his dad a pocket piece. No, what is it called? A pocket wizard, something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Awesome. All right, so yeah, that looks really neat. I'm excited to learn more about those. And Jarron, you should get one and review it. Just
okay.
get it. Just
All right.
get it done.
We are T-3 days until Disney Plus drops too.
No,
in-
it drops tomorrow.
What? I thought it was the 14th.
No, it's the 12th. Mandalorian tomorrow.
Now they
Disney
did say
Plus.
that's going to be a weekly thing, right? They're not
Yeah.
dropping it all at once.
Which honestly, if you ask me, I like better.
I'm fine with because I don't have the time to watch it all at once anyway.
Exactly.
Well,
it lets
you-
you digest the stuff a little bit better.
well, it
too.
helps build the community around a show. Like when
Absolutely.
you can release it an episode at a time, it gives the community a time to all be on the same page.
And they talk about it. And
You don't
stuff
have
like
to worry
that
about spoilers online.
as much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
I'm
I'm excited about that. Even if the Mandalorian is a lady, I will support the show.
But you know,
Why
it's
did you have to
not.
say even if? See, that's where you go wrong. Even
you are
if.
so sexist.
Even if.
I'm not sexist.
Even if I have to put up with that.
All right, James, tell us
What?
about SpaceX doing more space things.
Yeah, SpaceX is about to do more space things.
That's mine. He
Oh.
he cut in above me.
Dude, I'm not
in
gonna
the
lie.
notes.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I think I might have pasted the wrong story, but I'm gonna own it.
Oh, that was great.
Well,
you should have just let me play that one out.
Sorry,
Owen.
I should have.
all right. Well, maybe we'll hang on to that one then
Sorry.
because James hasn't had a story yet.
James,
No,
So-
yeah.
James put one link in there. So
Okay,
so
so,
go with his.
James, let's go with your one story.
Oh,
I'll
great.
be honest, I can't say anything because that's one more story than I added today because my life has been absolutely bonkers.
I don't think
busy
anybody's
for
Humble
the
blaming
last-
you,
brag.
though.
No, I'm just saying my life was really busy.
I'm busier than everyone else.
No, that's not
That's
humble
not
brag. That
anything to
really
be
sucks.
proud of.
Yeah, no, he's not
Like,
proud of it.
Humble
I'm
brag.
sick of it.
The theme to this week's story is they took our jobs.
Okay.
And then now even the robots from America are being like, they took our jobs.
They're outsourcing robot work.
Yeah, now even American robots aren't even good enough. Now we have to give them to the the Asian robots.
What?
So Adidas shifted the majority of their manufacturing from America, which they were already in heat about for losing a bunch of jobs, to robots. Now to Asian robots. So even those robots are out of work.
Well, the
How does
Asian-
it feel, robots?
The Asian robots digits are smaller and can do more precise.
Huh? Why don't you guys get on
See,
him for that stuff,
the-
huh?
Whoa, I'm too afraid to even broach it.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Is it because he's taller than me?
Don't-
Whatever.
They build smaller robots. I don't know if they do.
We're treading on thin
So
ice. no
is
matter
that
what.
That's except
that's
for the
the story?
See how short and
That's
sweet
it?
that was?
okay?
See
yeah,
that?
That was
Owen.
good. Sorry.
I was
Guess I
happy
just-
listening to Owen talk
just-
about his new phone.
Just thought you guys would want the content. Jarron.
I like how
All right.
you lingered on Jared.
Jarron. I
He's
do
just
want to
looking
hear.
at his thing. He
We
doesn't
do.
even
We do
care.
have time for one more story. Let's talk about the doubling of the Starlink nodes.
So yeah, SpaceX is launched. They launched their rocket up to launch 60 more of those Starlink satellites, which is a lot.
Is that the free Wi-Fi?
That's his satellite. His satellite wife. I don't know if it's going to be
Not gonna
free,
free.
but I hope it is. I hope that he's
No
like.
way.
I know.
How would he? How would he
I just
turn a-
hope.
you gotta
I
turn a
just hope
profit.
that. I hope that it's cheaper than Comcast.
Yes.
I hope that it drives Comcast out of business. That's what I want.
I do.
would-
100% agree.
I hope that it. I hope that it completely
I think-
handicaps. I think the next thing you're going to see is Comcast saying we're setting up our own satellite link
Right.
network.
I think that anything that adds competition to ISPs in the U.S. is great. because
Especially the
we have like
rural areas
Yeah.
where they've got such a
what's
lock.
What's it called? An oligopoly?
Oligopoly.
Oligarchy.
It was my
Oligarchy?
understanding
Yeah.
that he was doing this for free healthcare. So every time you get hurt, shoots a Band-Aid right at you,
I don't know. That'd be cool though.
right?
Also, he could use those satellites to perform like a Guardians of the Galaxy wall. You know,
Oh yeah.
to block something.
A
Like-
force field, satellite force
Star,
field.
Star Network.
Star Network.
I like it.
Anyway, so yeah, they launched up, but they did. There was
Now these are 60 more than are already up there.
they're
right
doubling
now.
it. Yep.
So,
And they
There's
have
only
to-
60 up there right
well,
now. I thought there was more than that.
They're still in preliminaries on this.
Mhm.
The end goal is to have hundreds. Right?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yep.
Yeah.
This is going to be like a
Basically,
stupid
there would be
statement.
no point where you can't have.
How
Maybe if you're in a canyon. Or
Yeah.
how
something.
many satellites do you need to surround the Earth?
Unknown. Ask a flat
Now, are
earther.
you? No. Wait, what?
Sorry, I've had a big conversation about the logistics of flat Earth today, and I'm really kind of still reeling from it. I'm sorry I brought that up.
Well, if you had flat Earth, you'd only need like half as many
Two.
satellites.
No. What about the
Four
other?
to cover the?
One on each corner.
Yeah.
What do flat earthers believe are on the other side of the Earth?
Don't I?
Nothing.
I actually can tell
There's
you.
really
I'm gonna
nothing?
I'm gonna save it because I don't want to pollute this source of truth.
Wow.
So
You're counting us as a source of
yes,
truth?
I am. Compared to flat earthers, yes,
All
I
right.
am. Anyway, so yeah, this rocket that they fired up, it's also the fourth time they're trying to reuse this rocket, which is a
Nice.
big milestone because none of them have done that so far. And they're also trying to recover the fairing. So that's the cone, the nose cone cover that pops off to let the satellites
Yeah.
fly out. So they were going to try and actually recover those with boats, but the seas were kind of dangerous, so they're just letting them fall, and they're going to go recover them in boats later.
Isn't that how we got Venom?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I thought he came back on a spaceship like that.
Oh, he did, but it was a satellite.
Interstellar thing,
No, it
right?
was a satellite space station, or I mean, excuse me, a space station that was conducting zero-G experiments on the symbiotes
That they had found.
So they already
that
had
that they'd
symbiotes.
found. Yeah.
yeah.
Where'd they find the symbiotes originally?
I don't remember
Oh,
that part.
that's a bummer.
That was a pretty good movie, actually. Venom. I liked it. I mean, it
was-
wasn't like spent.
I just
fantastic
every
or
every
anything,
time
but
every time I think about
I enjoyed it.
apologize, I think of James.
Wait,
Because
what?
I just apologize.
I don't
think
remember that.
No, that's part of the movie where he says he calls him a name or something, and then the symbiote says apologize, and that's what I feel like you're always telling
I
us
feel
to
like
do.
you would make the best Transformer.
Are you ladies man 217?
So
Sorry.
here's the thing with that movie is I feel like it's a great movie if it was still competing with the original like Fantastic Four movies,
Oh,
like
dude,
the
if
original
it-
X-Men.
If it came out in like 2005, yeah,
Oh,
bet.
yeah.
It would have been. Everyone would have been lauding how
like
amazing it was.
Batman Begins,
Yeah,
Venom.
but it's got a lot of competition
Guess
right now.
guess how many satellites? So the FAA, is that who? Oh, FCC.
FCC.
Guess how many satellites they've greenlit for SpaceX?
I
This
thought
many.
it was like somewhere around 400.
12,000.
12,000. I was way off.
12,000 satellites they've been greenlit to launch, and
And
so,
so these are supposed to be low orbit
they are
satellites,
right. Which so low
so
orbit.
it should get them out of
latency.
the way of other satellites that are higher up, as well
Yep.
as decreased latency.
Yep, decreased latency, which
Yeah.
is a big thing that most cell networks, like it's
Right.
called WISP, wireless internet service providers, they all deal with that latency going from space. They packet like what do you call that, loading,
Yeah.
like the lag time between packets. So
Right. And that's that's an issue because how fast can packets travel? The speed of light.
yep,
How far away is a satellite? What was like 10,000 miles away or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the
can't
mile-
remember. It's far enough that there is about a second, I think at 1.6 seconds lag time to send a signal up to a satellite and back because of the speed of light.
It's weird that we're complaining about this kind of stuff.
Well, no, I'm not.
22,000 miles.
Yeah, 22,000 miles.
GPS satellites.
So
GPS, so that's the standard ones. Communication satellites, 22,000. GPS satellites are about 12,400.
Okay.
And these ones are supposed to be just a little bit lower because they're like
Nice.
low Earth.
So you should be able to cut latency at least in half.
Yeah.
Which, or probably more, I would bet, because of if they're a mesh network, you can also bounce the signal around differently between the satellites, so that might decrease latency
Right.
even
And,
more.
and I think that they're going to do just like a mesh Wi-Fi setup in your house. You could probably, depending on how many radios you have, you can split that. You can split communications and get better
Right.
throughput,
Yeah.
more stable communications and stable link, not
Very.
just linked up to one satellite and then
Multiple.
you have to hop, but you've got multiple radio connections.
Very interesting. I'm
So-
excited to see where this goes.
And I actually understood what you said right there because I have mesh Wi-Fi.
You do indeed.
Boom.
Operational altitude of 342 miles.
That's how high they are?
Yeah.
Oh man, that is going to cut down on latency a ton.
Yeah.
Like
crazy.
an absurd amount.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So what are all the perks of this internet? What are we going to see?
I don't know. That's my problem.
You get your
Elon-
nudes faster.
Elon's
I
such
like
a
where your head's up.
Elon's a philanthropist, so I want to say that he's going to do this, like all of his solar stuff, most
I
of
wouldn't
his
call
solar
him a
stuff.
philanthropist.
I mean,
He's not.
He's
He's
a-
a
Full-on rapist.
He's a
yeah,
he's
I
a
mean,
businessman.
shrewd
Yeah, but-
businessman.
Yeah.
But like part of if like I've mentioned before in his statement, what do they call that? Anyway, his
Motto?
Creed?
he wrote a creed kind of. Anyway,
Not, not that creed.
Hear the people sing.
Anyway,
sing the,
a
oh,
lot
no,
of
that's-
the stuff that
nope.
a lot of the stuff that Elon does with Tesla and stuff is designed to improve the quality of life and save the planet, which is
And
what a lot
turn
of
a profit.
and definitely to turn a profit. He's not.
Well, I
mean,
think what he's very good at seeing.
He's very good at marketing. When
I was
you're
gonna say
marketing,
he's-
it's
he's-
all about the golden circle.
Right.
Nobody cares about what you're doing. They care about why you do it.
Right.
How do you make
I
the
mean-
consumer
And
the
so-
hero?
I mean,
so
he's
he
also one
sees-
fry short of a Happy Meal
a lot of the time.
So yeah,
he sees untapped market segments which have lately all been related to helping the environment.
Yep.
And
Yes.
everyone wants to, not everyone, but most people want to do things that will help the environment. But he's figured out a lot of these things that will help the environment and also be really cool.
Yep.
From a perception point of view.
Well, and
so people buy into it.
and he identifies just like other companies. He identifies weaknesses like that and goes, well, let's just fix it.
Yeah, let's
Like,
make something that we
What does
can
it take?
sell.
Money? I have that.
Yeah, let's make something
Like
we can
Hyperloop.
sell that fixes this.
Hyperloop is an idea, but he's doing it probably because he got stuck on the freeway. Let's be honest. Like,
Yeah.
but Hyperloop and then SpaceX. Like, I really like. There's been other companies like Google's done their balloon, their Project Loon, right,
Yep.
with their internet flying in their weather balloons.
Which, by the way, I feel like their marketing department naming that. It's just like they didn't even really try that
No,
hard.
they kind of
Loon.
failed.
Loon. Anyway, so there's been a few. I can't say that I stand behind Elon on everything, especially some of his ideas, but I love to see the technology of crazy people with money
Yeah.
because they're not
You
afraid to.
literally just described Lex Luthor right
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
He makes some good tech. He
You
just
know,
hates Superman.
He just doesn't like.
I read The Red Sun. He made a lot of sense there.
I bet Elon would hate Superman. 'Cause,
Probably.
he just doesn't like him.
These aliens coming here, taking all our jobs.
Yeah,
Taking my superhero job.
he knocks my satellites around when he flies into outer space. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm really curious to see what the pricing will be. How available to the public it'll be. Like, will you have to have it? Like, will he link this to try and brand? Like, you get Tesla network if you are driving in your car.
I wouldn't be too
Like,
surprised.
Like, how much are they going to try and leverage
Cross promotion.
Yeah, how much are they going to leverage their Starlink network to push you into the Tesla ecosystem?
Sure.
And so I hope not, just because I would love to see third world countries get internet without having to have satellite phones, without having to have like all the censorship that's out there, all that kind of stuff that's like you don't get to, like, humanitarian stuff just gets so stymied by
Right.
the shutdown of
that's-
information.
Is there any kind of...
That's another thing that Elon Musk can bank on for his marketing is if he can provide access for places like that, the rest of the world will look at him as a hero.
Yeah.
And so it boosts his name and his product and his company even higher.
Yep.
Is there going to be any kind of regulation on this internet?
I don't know. The FCC's greenlit it. So as far as in the United States, it says
So if it's based in the United States, then regardless of if it's global,
who knows? Like, there's never been a precedent where somebody's broadcasting internet into a foreign country
Right.
without lines across
does this mean that we finally might
ocean.
get on the metric system?
I don't know. Ask Elon.
Not a
He'd probably
chance.
get you to.
A metric system is a state of mind that
Yeah.
we all must have to go through our personal journey to.
Are
get
you
to.
on the metric system?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Is that because is that
I've been there
because
for
is that
years,
because when
man.
you measure in millimeters, you're taller? Like, it's a bigger number?
There's a bigger number.
Yeah.
I like how you skipped centimeters
Yeah.
and went straight to millimeters.
Sorry, Jarron. I'm sorry, Jarron.
That was a good one.
It doesn't bother me though.
Oh.
I should bring the sunscreen for the burn.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Sick bird.
Do you see a vein right now? No.
That's because it's dark. in
I
here.
did let him have his way with my phone right when I
That's
unboxed it.
true.
That was
so-
a mistake.
Yeah. I had my way with it.
It was still
All
sticky
right.
when I touched it.
I think we are good to go. Thanks for making it to the end, listener. Hope you enjoyed what you heard. If you did, why don't you give us a review on iTunes or Podbean or Spotify or something? That'd be cool.
And if you didn't, I'm sorry.
If you
Review us.
didn't, if you didn't, just maybe next week you'll like it.
Yeah.
Just download us again.
Yeah.
Download again. Give
Try
us
us
another
again.
shot,
You know, we're random from week to week.
We're like
Yeah.
Utah weather. You don't know what to expect.
right.
We'll
exactly.
do whatever it takes to please you. Or you can write into us, gadgetspot.net.
Tell us
Scroll
what-
all the way to the bottom. We'll read whatever you write
Yeah,
as
yeah.
long as it's...
Nope,
okay.
we'll read whatever you write.
Really?
Period. Yep.
What if it's butts?
I might not.
Notice
read
how
on
they
the
didn't
show.
say, read out loud.
Oh yeah. I was gonna rely on a caveat. Now I blew it.
All
Dang
right.
it.
Nope. It's okay. You know, it stands. All right. That's it. We'll see you next week. Owen, why don't you take us out?
Hey, we hope you care.
Gadget Spot.